or from the soul, from the streets. So if you think I'm hitting around with you, you should leave now. If you decide to stay, that means you'll allow me in your energy, as is my intent, to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. So let's get started. Because you know we dominate these time constraints. Let's see what the most important messages are for today. What do you need to know most? Pull up the highest path for the greatest good. I need to get a new selenite wand. I'm tired of it shedding, sharding everywhere. Four of Cups energy out here. Four of Cups is meh. It's the idea of being oversaturated. Um, Four of Cups is when you do something, you're on your own of your own volition. You don't include God, but you're trying to make something happen. Boom, you do it over and over and again, and there's a lot of failure around it, right? Like you don't really get the results that you expect to get, and then you kind of turn to God and you go into a space where you're like, okay, God, you know what? I don't even want that shit no more. What do you want from me? And then God says, here, here's that thing you wanted, and you like, that's Four of Cups. Like when you boil it down, that's Four of Cups. Four of Cups is like fear of rejection, rejecting rejection before it can reject you. Four of Cups energy is out here. Endings energy is out here with Ten of Cups. He's playing hard to get, but we like it. We like it. We like it. I really feel like somebody's realizing and recognizing that they got trust issues. That's what this feels like to me. Four of Cups, I don't really want it. Even though it's something that you tried several times to get and it never really worked out. Now it's coming from a divine space. Four of Cups. But I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want nobody to get me like these other people got me, right? Boom. Endings. That's coming to an end. Ten of Cups. You got to be honest with yourself about what it is that you desire so that you can actually have it. Now, what happens when you're honest with yourself about what you really desire? You realize all of the habits, all of the behaviors, all of the thought forms that you exist and operate in that's preventing you from having this thing you want. Shadow work, right? Is this type of energy. So a lot of like realizations and like it's a lot of like realizations about how your own personal behaviors are becoming impediments in your life in regards to what you actually desire. You're not lying to yourself no more. You're not acting like you don't want or are not interested in things that you actually desire. It could be a relationship, but it could also be like wanting to live a luxurious life. Those types of things where it's like, well, I don't really care about that. I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. You know, you want a girl, right? It's like really being honest about what you want so you can have it, but also understanding and kind of doing the shadow work around why you kind of act like you don't want it. And it boils down to trust issues. I fucked up on my own 3 times, right? Now God is saying, here you go, because there's some type of connection with God, but this divine one isn't connected to that, right? Like they like, I just don't want to make the same mistakes I've made in the past. So you're really going to have a day where you got to work on your trust issues, realize your trust issues, recognize your personal behaviors and how they can add to or take away from what you actually desire. The spirit of rejection is kind of showing up here, and it's like you got to realize that, damn, I really do want that. I do want that, and being honest with yourself about how you have to behave in order to have those things. Animosity energy is out here. Gift. To me, that feels like you think that your premonitions, you think that your download, you think that your spiritual intuition is attacking you. Because, like I said, this is shadow work. This is realizing that you do want some of the things that you say you don't want. And when you have those realizations, it can be uncomfortable. When you realize and recognize, oh, that's why this is fucked up in my life. It is me, right? This is how this feels to me, right? So, you might be going through a phase right now to where you connected to the divine and you getting these downloads, but you really disregard them in some way. The letter D showing up significantly. Like you try to drink or you try to smoke or you try to do things to get the voice to shut up. But when you start listening to that voice, you're going to realize that voice is giving you direction. That's what I'm tapped into. A lot of animosity, Seven of Swords, 717 angel number around your spiritual gifts, talents, and abilities, and how they really are leading you to your most powerful path. But it's difficult for you to even want what God wants for you when you're in like a toxic mindset, a toxic emotional state. Some of you are struggling with even wanting what God wants for you at this time. This is what I'm tapped into. Social media energy is out here with karmic masculine. So much of the world projecting onto you the idea of, like propaganda. You should want this. You should want that. You should want this. Right? So it's this idea of it feels like you're torn between. Four of Cups energy is out here with the Ten of Cups. Like it's not about wanting certain things because you might be thinking of material things, right? You don't want the material things for the sake of having material things. No, you want the material things for your comfort so that you can live a comfortable experience. So it's more about the comfortable experience than the material things, right? But certain people get misconstrued in that, oh, it has to be a certain brand or it has whatever it is like that. And that you're reconciling that within yourself at this time. 10 of Wands. I put two labels on my back and start walking. The crazy part about that I found for this collective that comes up a lot is that if it was for somebody else, you will be quick to do it. But when it comes down to you, though, and then be having the nerve to say, don't nobody do nothing for you. If it was for somebody else, you will jump, hop, skip, and jump. You will be the first one there. I'm the best friend. I'm the best daughter. I'm the best this. I'm here for you. I got your back. I support you. But then when it comes down to time to do something for you, who's crickets? It's this type of energy. That's interesting to me. It's interesting. It really, really got to do with the narcissist family paradigm that you grew up under and how like people pleasing became like a type of currency, a type of like ability to score high. That's how you got your credentials growing up, and it's still like affecting you in your adult life. Queen of Cups energy is out here, but heavy gifted, very, very gifted, very spiritually tapped in and tuned in and turned up. But a lot of times you act like you don't want what you actually want, and that too could be growing up in that narcissist family paradigm where altruism was like rewarded somehow. You being this altruistic person, the first one to show up, the last one to leave, the most self-sacrificing, made you a respectable and noble person. Now here you are approaching 40. Now here you are approaching 40 and you don't even know how to stand up to do for yourself what you be willing to lay down and do for another person. Come on, man. Let's get that together. Let's go ahead and do the work we need to do. 1010 angel number to overcome that. You know? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps us. Put this over here and get some more readings. I want to use this deck today. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and you should see us walk the highest path of for the greatest good. Let's get some messages for the collective. What type of energies might they be facing today? That did nothing. What type of energies might they be facing today, and what's the best, most powerful way for them to overcome it? Any adversarial entities and energies that they might be facing today? A lot of stepping outside of your comfort zone happening today. A lot of discovering your own beauty. And beauty doesn't necessarily, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's not like looks or nothing like that. It's like beauty in nature, beauty in like the ability that somebody could have to make you laugh, beauty in peace, the ability to be able to sit with somebody in quiet and it not feel awkward or strange, right? You're going to find different, you're going to step outside of your comfort zone and you're going to find something that you appreciate. Travel card energy is in reverse, and it just feels like a hidden gem. It doesn't feel like you're going to a different state or you're going to a different country. Some of you maybe, but it just really feels like a hidden gem. Like you discover something that was always within yourself, or you discover a park that's nearby your home that has the most beautiful water feature or something like that. It's this type of energy. I really see you kind of stepping outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you've been telling yourself, I need to go on a walk. I really need to get my steps in. You know, after work today, I'm going to go on a walk. Before I get comfortable, I'm going on a walk so I can get all my steps in, right? And you go on this walk, just exploring your neighborhood, and you discover this beautiful place or a beautiful view. The way the sun sets, the sky being pink. It's this type of energy. Authenticity. Real monsters. Baba Yaga. You should do your research on Baba Yaga. One of the first venerated deities ever on this planet. In any case, I really feel like with beauty and Baba Yaga coming out and her being this almost like gruesome feature to look at or whatever it is like that, I really feel like there's something about how you hide yourself or it's like a hidden gem. That's what this feels like. Something that's not normally appreciated being discovered and appreciated in the ways like giving its just due. This is what I'm tapped into. Protection energy is out here. Have you ever seen those people who explore abandoned buildings or abandoned mansions, and then they'll go and explore it, and then they'll come back later after other people discover it, and they like people have decimated it. It's like you're going to discover something that's been kept sacred, a secret, and you're kind of going to want to feel that, you're going to feel that feeling of, I need to keep this sacred as well. Equality energy is out here. Heavy on You might see somebody that you've been seeing every day since you was in middle school, but you look at them differently. Maybe they say something and express something to you, and it changes your political views or it changes your religious views. There's this hidden gem that's opened up to you that takes you outside of your comfort zone, or because you're outside of your comfort zone, you discover this hidden gem. Ganesha, obstacles, the remover of obstacles, right? I like the energy. I really feel like it's a deeper understanding of something. If you didn't like something before, it was only because you didn't really understand it. And today you're going to come to an understanding about it. Not that it's going to be your favorite cake or some shit like that, but just that you get it, you understand it deeper. Where there may have been prejudice because of ignorance, that ignorance is cleared and it leads to understanding. That's usually what it does. I like this energy. Irresistibility. And it might become your favorite. It definitely becomes something that you understand at a deeper level, and you no longer have that personal prejudice toward you stepping outside of your comfort zone, right? Callie. Most of prejudice and any type of like violence and stuff like that is rooted in fear. People feel like they need to protect something or something that they have, a resource. That's where most violence comes from. And when people understand that, wait a minute, there's nothing to protect myself from here. There's no threat, right? Then it leads to connection. It leads to connection. If at the very least, it leads to respect. And that's what I see. I do see you stepping outside of your comfort zone. I really see you gaining a deeper understanding of maybe a different culture, maybe a different practice. Maybe you gain a different type of respect for someone that you misunderstood. You didn't know why she was baby mama number 8, but then you come to understand that she had a tough upbringing. But you're gonna understand something on a deeper level. Creation. It made me think of God and how we know that all things come together for the good of those who are called. And so, like, you're really going to understand how Mother Earth works, her ability to provide, and why certain situations and circumstances that we don't understand can still teach us stuff. That's what this feels like. I like this energy. I definitely see something that looks ugly in the beginning becoming more beautiful, but I also see you being like courageous enough to step outside of your comfort zone, that even though you might be a little bit guarded to what you're exploring, I see you being open. I see you being interested. I don't see you letting fear rule you. I see you like Kali, the Chain of Skulls represents all of the demons that she's defeated, right? And so I really see whatever fears that you have around something, you kind of explore and get deeper so that you kind of release yourself from that bondage. Really, really like that energy. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. Let's get some more messages. Let's get some more messages for the collective. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. Let me take my time and slow down a little bit. Moving fast. Negative entities and energies are always afoot. There's been a lot of energy while I'm picking up these cards. There has been a lot of energy coming through this collective about loose energy is what it boils down to. It's like motherfuckers want you to respond to them. They want you to react to them. You might be dealing with trolls. Maybe you create content and you have or trolls or something like that, but it just feels like it's more than that. It's the idea of, let's say you live in an apartment complex and they have certain amenities and they have certain things that happen on a schedule. It happens on a regular basis, but for whatever reason your concierge has not been attending to your unit according to the schedule. Maybe normally you don't use a particular service and that it was never a problem, but now since you want to use it, you're noticing that they don't come by on the schedule that is according to your apartments or whatever it is like that. It's like the apartments want you to call them. It's like they want you to call maintenance. It's like your neighbors are banging on the wall and they want you to call and complain. It's not just on social media. It is this energetic pool. It's probably we deal with powers and principalities. So it's this power and this principality that can't feast off the energy that it's getting from other places. It misses that connection that it had with you, and it just wants you to respond, even in the most subtle and slightest ways. And that's why your power is in your silence. We're not dealing with people. And a lot of times it gets misconstrued because if you feel like you're dealing with a person and a person is on your level, then you feel like, I'm not scared of this person. I need to let them know how I feel. I need to let them know what needs to be said or something like that. Give me them cards from that. You see these cards right there? Give me those cards right there. Go ahead, don't be scared. So you have to be aware that you get to choose, and that when you respond to certain provocation, it's now an energetic cord that's opening. And no matter what you're saying, no matter how much truth you're spewing, that entity that only wants to feed off your loose energy is being fed. That one too, baby. Thank you kindly for your services. I appreciate you. I got some more work for you if you want to hang out. You want some more? Oh, you gone? Okay. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. What is the most important message for my divine collective? So you need to be very selective how you're choosing to enter in these energetic exchanges, because these people don't realize and recognize that they're vessels. Most people don't, and that they're controlled by powers and principalities. And those principalities, you've cut off a lot of motherfuckers in your life. You done cut off a lot of things that at one point in time was energetic portals to create loose energy in your life. Just people who were frustrating jobs and situations and circumstances that really didn't allow you to express your authenticity. Now that you're operating in your authenticity, these entities, they want you to go back to that version of you that they could easily pull loose energy from. You need to be aware, and you need to be choosy. You need to decide. You need to choose your battles wisely when something deserves a response. Not everything deserves a response. Now that we have the cards back, let's see what comes out. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Bitch, I just work here. Card says fishing, casting hope, wishing for success, patiently waiting for opportunities, fishing for fucking comments. You got a motherfucker in your energy fishing for fucking comments, because when you were less self-aware than you are today, there's this energy that I'm tapped into as somebody who grew up in a narcissist family paradigm, and the idea of being someone's best friend or showing up as the top student or this people-pleasing energy was how you got currency. It was what fed you when you're not in that energy, in no more. And we deal with powers and principalities that want to get you back to who you used to be. Close encounters of the third kind because you accessing the divine. Somebody fishing for comments because they want that fucking energy that they used to get from you. Period, point blank. Cloak and disguise. I'm not surprised to see it, because I feel like you will be surprised at the vessels through which these powers and principalities are working. You wouldn't think that it was those people. You might not even think people give attention to you or give time to you. This is what I'm tapped into. But if your energy is something else, your spirit team say you a top dog. This is what I'm tapped into. She don't want no puppy. She want a big dog. This is what I'm tapped into. A lot of energetic interference in this reading, from the motherfucking cards jumping out to the child coming in. Now, what is you doing? It takes so long to get that and get on out of here.
You want to go to the store?
Yeah, but I don't know where my $9 at. Yeah, go help me find it. That's not my $9. That's being right there for.
Let me interrupt you. I'll try to.
Okay, get your ass on. Either way you go, personal issues. I already tapped into that. This message is about a divine one who needs to know that you're in spiritual warfare at this time. You're being spiritually attacked at this time. And this entity or energy that's at war with you, it's almost like it's trapped on a different planet, or it's trapped in a different plane. ET phone home. And it needs some type of energy that only you could provide to be able to fuel up its craft to go back to where it belongs. This is what I'm tapped into. This self-pleasure card gives me a lot of things. It gives me the energy of like somebody getting off on seeing you downtrodden.
I just want you to feel like I just
It's in there?
I ain't look. I just felt it in my hand.
It's in his pocket. Baby, you would get the $9 and go get the cigars. Okay, let's recenter. And let's start over. Boom. Parental issues, family issues. Your current behaviors are creating impediments in the goals you have moving forward. Sometimes you don't see yourself as you actually are. You don't recognize the energy that you emit and how there are other entities. It's levels to this shit, right? Powers and principalities that can siphon your energy. You see the similar energy from the parent, energy has been transferred to you. Now, if this entity has been siphoning energy from you and your bloodline for generations, and you are awakening, because that's what this UFO card gives me, right? You're awakening to what your true power is. There's a lot of energetic push, spiritual warfare is what it's called, to get you back in that modus operandi where they used to be able to siphon your energy. This is what I'm tapped into. These entities and energies are cloaking themselves. They are disguised likely as people, places, things, and ideas that you feel familiar to. Familiar spirit. Now, this self-pleasure card also gives me other behaviors that you could participate in, like masturbation or smoking or drinking or whatever it is like that also gives this energy that these entities want to siphon off. So you need to be aware. There's a lot of don't know who you are, don't recognize your power, be blind to that, but still be powerful, and then be in a rush to give your power to somebody else. This is what the energetic push, this is what these spirits would like you to believe in your mind, but you need to be using your power for yourself. This is what I'm tapped into, and they are lurking. Oh my God, they are lurking on every app that you own. Some of y'all is in real life. Like you say, why am I getting into it with the person at Walmart, and then going down the street, and then it seems like the light is extremely long, and then when I get home, it's some confrontation with my neighbor. It's a power and a principality that's looking for you. For others of you, you do create content and you are online and on every application. When I tell you either these people are looking for you on those applications, some of these people are even making fake accounts on the application and wanting to pretend to be a familiar spirit. This is what I'm tapped into, so be aware. And it was so much energetic interference during that reading, girl. Get the fuck out of here. Right. Heavy chestnut checkers. Strategy, mental games, mind games, a big push to make you feel like you tripping. And like I said, it's spiritual warfare that's meant to get you to go back to the behaviors that these entities and energies want you to feel like it's natural to you. They want you to feel like it's natural to you. It's a natural force that's with you, but when you utilize it correctly, it becomes power. They don't want you to use your power for yourself. They want you to give them the power as you have for generations, not you in particular, but like your bloodline for generations to fuel their world. That's what this feels like. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. And when I tell you, don't want you to know it, and all kind of sending all kind of energetic distractions and shit, bitch, you ain't tripping. I wish I could talk to you and hold your hand when I say it, and you could tell me all of the details, and because I know you want to, because I know you want to say Dex, bro, but you not tripping. That's all you need to know. And then you need to stay focused on eliminating the demons, like Kali. They trying to put you back in that place of fear. And you ain't got nothing. You never did have anything to be afraid of. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. Let's go. I ain't stop. One monkey don't stop no fucking show. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message? What is my divine collective need to know most to walk the highest path out here for the greatest good? Third wheel, third party. I don't like it. It's people that already know you that you don't know. You know how people know you but you don't know them? It's this type of energy. Third wheel, so like behind the back. Let's say you have a friend. You see how his arm around her shoulder, but he is touching her ass, is that type of third party. Illusionist energy is out here with exposure. Something is being exposed today. Today is going to be a day, isn't it? Lord, thank you, Jesus. Today is going to be a day. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, or you never know who knows who. That's how this feels to me. This feels like you never know who knows who. You could think, I just met this person. Oh, we met at the fair. Oh, we met at the gym. And we're just becoming acquainted. Hell no. Guess what? That person knew you was going to be at that gym. They were sent into that gym by somebody else that know you, and they want to be able to say all of these things about you. Oh, like let's for example, let's say that they're saying that You're hypersexual. You're a hoe, and you can be easily jabbed, right? They send this person in there to prove it or something like that. Let's say they say you committing fraud, and if you want to do a credit card scheme, that's who you need to talk to. It's like that type of energy that's happening on this board. Pride, be who you are. For your pride, don't hide. That card has been coming out for the past 3 days, but something is being revealed. It could be somebody's sexuality that's coming out. It very well could be that. But heavy on when somebody pretending like to know you, or somebody pretending not to know something, that shit is being revealed. This is what I'm tapped into. This has been coming out a lot. These two cards has been coming out a lot over the past 3 days. This card gives me authenticity. More than it has anything to do with somebody's sexuality, I really feel like it has to do with chakra alignment and being okay in this world. Being honest about who you are. Knowing that everybody not going to love you and being okay with that, okay? Spell work, chaos magic. It's heavy on somebody trying to, I don't know. It feels like siphon your energy, but siphon your energy through illusions. Make you pretend to be like you in love with somebody the whole time. Meanwhile, this person got a third party relationship. The other person know about you and they okay with the relationship because they recognize that that person is only using you. I'm talking about somebody wants to victimize you. This is some heavy spell work, but something is being revealed. Full moon energy. Something was done over the full moon. Maybe you did a cleansing ritual, some type of candle or something like that, and everything is going to be revealed today. I would love for y'all to come back in this comment section after you get home this evening and tell me what the fuck this is about. Baby, something is coming out. Some of you are going to be, somebody going to be revealed to be a thief. Somebody is going to be revealed to be doing some type of magic. Somebody is going to be revealed to be promiscuous. Somebody is going to be revealed to have ulterior motives, like they only with another person because they got money, or they only with another person because it's an opportunity for them to expand in their career. Their father is the chief of police or chief of fire, and I want to be a fireman. Is this type of energy, karmic energy? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, some of that shit is time. And your spirit team is saying time. Somebody's coming into a lot of wealth and wisdom. And money, it don't always have to do with money, but money is a byproduct of wisdom. That's what this looks like. And so some of these connections and associations and affiliations where people are just kind of pretending to appreciate you, that shit is going to be revealed. Ooh. Attraction energy is out here. Temptation, it gives me devil card energy. Is because, why? Well, because you it's like sinners, right? Are you going to let them in? Right? Like, after he been turned, you know this motherfucker a vampire. He knocking on the door. He can't come in unless you let him in. Are you going to let him in? That's what this feels like to me. It's a lot of spell work being done out here. There's a lot of like illusion being cast. This card says illusion, and when I think of LGBTQ, you might think of somebody who glamours, who does a lot of glamour. This person is like hiding their real self. They're putting a veil over their real self, and that's going to be exposed. And it has a lot about the resources that you have, or the resources that you have to offer. This is what I'm tapped into. I'm telling you, it's about glamour magic. It's about how you look, how people perceive you, is this type of energy. Your most powerful, let me tell you what the most powerful tool is against glamour magic. The truth. Glamour magic don't hold up against the truth. It's a very powerful tool, especially when people don't know that it's being done. But once the truth come out, once a phantom pulls up, the glamour's is like the pumpkin. Glamour magic is like Cinderella. At midnight, that shit goes off, and when it go off, it ain't no hiding no more. This is what I'm tapped into. So be aware. Full moon energy is still in play. If you want to remove, release, and reveal anything that you feel like is being hid, it's a good time. It's a real good time because the full moon is showing everything. Girl. Secret societies that's been doing magic on people for fucking years. People are awakening. You're awakening to situations and circumstances that have been happening in your life since childhood. You're awakening to how people almost try to like pass you off. People use you like a property, like possession of you meant blessings to the people who had you in their life. So you will find that people try to hook you up with certain people, put you in certain relationships. Even your friends, so-called friends, they were always, oh, I want you to meet my friend, or whatever it is like that. This whole time you thought something else was the prize. This whole time you thought something else was the prize. Now you're starting to realize the whole time it was you. The fucked up part about it is the people who would have left you blind. The people who would have left you blind to the truth of your power and been utilizing it or taking advantage of it, manipulating it, that's the most fucked up part about it. They would have left you blind. They want you to be okay, or they expect there to be some type of connection and camaraderie. They would have let you stay blind. They would have let you stay blind. They would have let you stay blind. That's fucked up. You get what I'm saying? That's really fucked up. Either way it go. Let's get some more messages. I think I want to do a message from... Do I see the deck to do a message from your past life? Bro, there's a lot of energy about you on this precipice. And like this last quarter of the year being very significant. They call it a dark winter, right? This last quarter of the year being very, very significant in regards to you needing to hold like tight and true to your routine, to your spiritual awakening, and like the methods that you're utilizing in order to ascend. Because there's a big push right now energetically for you to go back into your old and outdated habits. And these witches and warlocks are using the things that you fall victim to in the past. They starting back at one, so to say. If you had a problem with procrastination, if you had a problem with your keeping your schedule organized, if you whatever it was, they're gonna go back to that old shit. They're gonna all of a sudden here come your ex from the past, like the one that you really always had a thing for. All of a sudden, all of these things that you felt like you got over, that you already healed, show up and they salivating, they tempting. Be ready, okay? Put on the whole armor. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message for the divine collective? What do you need to know? I would normally at this point in time I would sing Track Star, but I'm not gonna do it because this person think they can tell me what to do, girl. I feel like what happens is, and this could be a message for somebody, take it as it resonates. I feel like what happens is I'm Libra. So I have this like customer service appearance, like, you know, the way I talk and the way I handle, the way I compose myself. So I give off customer service agent. And then because of that, people misconstrued it like pushover. Like I could just force this person and then that's when we get fucked up at. Because then after that nigga got to come out. And I don't be wanting y'all to meet her. I be trying to just sit down. Don't come over here. If y'all like y'all want to meet that, I be trying to keep her calm. And y'all like y'all really want to meet that nigga. You don't want to meet her, I'm telling you. Now, so normally at this point in time, I would sing Track Star, but we just gonna say you running. This is a runner chaser dynamic. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see us walk down. They fucking it up for everybody. Huh? I told you in the last reading before I picked up this deck, I said that person from the past. That motherfucker that you always had a fucking thing for, that your mouth watering. That's what this is. I'm tapped into energy. We battle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities. The energy is you're getting away, you're changing, you're growing, you're evolving, you're awakening. What could they do to put you back to sleep? What in the past kept you to sleep the longest? And that's what this looks like to me. Guilt, shame. That's the energy that these entities are going to try to use. The idea that you don't want to be seen. Guilt, right? Shame. The thing is, I just told you what set you free from that type of shit. What will set you free from all glamour is truth. This is who I am. This is what it is. What you see is what the fuck you get. Did that, done that, been there, done that, might do it again. Don't judge me. It's this type of energy where there's this force that wants you to feel like you have something to hide. Because if you feel like you have something to hide, then when it's time for you to speak up, you might not be as loud. This is what I'm tapped into. Fake busy. They want you avoiding the crowd. They want you avoiding accountability. They want you avoiding people who would hold you accountable as well. And it's a spiritual warfare, and I've been tapped into it. No matter what deck I pick up, it's this energy, it's this frequency that's here today. And it's spiritual warfare. You need to put on the whole armor, God. When you walk out your house, you say the Psalms 23, and you cover everything. And as you walk, and you say, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. You don't deny your sensations. When your spidey senses are tingling, you let that be a message that's coming from your higher self. up. You know your fucking spidey senses ain't tingling for no reason. This is what I'm tapped into. But heavy on these powers and these principalities want you back in that fucking commitment, back in that bondage that you was once in. This is what I'm tapped into. They want you avoiding, averting, hiding, ostrich. You know how ostrich put their head in the ground? That's what they want. They want to be able to use your body. They want to be able to use you as a resource, but they want that head up your ass, or they want that head in the ground. This is what I'm tapped into, and it's been showing up energetically. They don't want you to know who you are, and they expressly don't want you. Remember that movie, The Good King? Where he had took the crown and he hid the other king in a basement so nobody could ever find him. Man, this is the energy that I'm tapped into. And for a long time, collective, for a long time, you wasn't showing up. You wasn't saying nothing. You was okay with playing the back. Earlier this week, we talked about production, being in the back of the, not being center stage. Now God is bringing you out center stage, and all of those people who were siphoning your energy, benefiting from you being cool with just being in production, not wanting to be on stage or trying to figure out how they can get you back in that energy. This is what I'm tapped into. Who they got to send to you? I'm talking about they want you in bondage. That ring when you get married, that's a bond. That represents a bond if it's a healthy person. If it's healthy, then that's health. It's a right foot to your left foot. But if it's not healthy, it could be a ball and chain, and you end up dragging. You ever seen somebody, their hips don't work as good and they have to drag that other leg? This is what I'm tapped into. And somebody wants you dragging a third leg. This is what I'm tapped into. And not tapped into. Not recognizing and realizing your divine creative abilities. You've been creating more. And it's like unabashedly. You know what I mean? You've been created more and unabashedly. And they want you. You remember how Celia used to, every time she'll smile, she'll hide it, because when narcissists see you joyful, when narcissists see you happy, they'll turn up their juice. They'll increase the torture or whatever it is like that. And since you've gotten away from these narcissists, you can smile freely now, and you're not afraid of them turning up the juice because it has no effect on you. And these motherfuckers want you back in that place to where you was covering your smile. This is what I'm tapped into. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. And if you tap into yourself, you can feel it too. You can feel it, and once you feel it and you stop denying it, you stop giving and making excuses for what these demons is doing, then it could put you in a more powerful position. You could be empowered to outmaneuver these witches. You started denying what you're feeling. You say, oh, well, maybe I'm overthinking things. That person didn't mean no harm. They seemed friendly. They seemed kind. They gave me something. They gave me some money. They helped my child. Your fucking spidey senses ain't tingling for no fucking reason. Why would God give you instincts and then have the motherfuckers malfunction? That don't even make no fucking sense. And they don't want you to tap in and tune into your power, because when you shine your light, guess what you do? You give other people who hide their light permission to shine their light too. And you give a divine path, and you show the way on how they can outmaneuver the narcissist in their life. This is what I'm tapped into. But heavy on somebody wants you in bondage. Maybe you're thinking about opening your own business and they want you to go back to that job. Maybe you're thinking about, you finally feel free enough to operate in your creativity, and something is saying, maybe I need to go back to my ex. Maybe I need to go back to that relationship. Whatever that is, it's a reason why you put an X on it. You know, you go to school and you take a test, and it's a reason why you put an X on it. Teacher put an X on it, not because it was a treasure. Teacher ain't put an X on your shit because it was a treasure. Teacher put an X on it so you wouldn't do it like that no more. You put an X on something so you wouldn't do it like that no more. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something to help. That motherfucking energy got the fuck on up out of here when I started to talk about it. Bitch, I'm tapped into an energy. These cards saying what the fuck they say, but I feel the fucking energy. And if you believe and agree, and if you just stop denying that you can sense it, you'll be able to sense what your spirit is telling you. You sense it. I know you sense it. You just be excusing it. You get the witches and the warlocks an excuse for the behavior that don't make no sense. That got your spidey senses going off on tingling. This bitch don't mean me no good. In your spirit, you can feel it. This bitch don't mean me no good. They pretend to be your friend. They might cook for you, clean for you, come to your house, watch your kids, all that in your spirit. You know that bitch don't mean you no good. It might take years. It might take years before that motherfucker really starts showing their hand. But you knew in the beginning. Ever grateful for the opportunity. I know they want me to shut up. Ever grateful for know they want me to shut up, but I couldn't care less. It would literally be impossible for me to care. If I cared a little bit, it'd be less than what I care. It'll be less than what I care now. I couldn't care any less. Shit. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Because this motherfucker that need to, that want, it's like the idea, in my case, right? As a practical example, they try to sell you fame, or they try to sell you like a certain lifestyle that you, once you get acclimated to, you wouldn't be able to maintain your lifestyle without bowing to the crown, so to say. They try to sell you this lifestyle. Fuck that lifestyle. I don't even want that. That looks burdensome. That looks burdensome to me. I'm forever be running his mouth. I always say, if you can shut me up, you a bad motherfucker. You must be a rich ass motherfucker. Show me the money. You gotta be. Let me tell you something. Y'all won't know when it happened. Just like when Boondocks, remember when Boondocks, when Aaron McGruder, at first he was hitting them. The first 2 seasons, you see that Aaron McGruder was in that shit. And then about that 3rd season, you say, oh, they got him. They done got him. So you're gonna see it. You're gonna say, oh shit, they done got him. But just know, bitch, just know, when they give me, bitch, it wasn't for no cheap amount. It ain't gonna be cheap. You understand what I'm saying? Just know. You gonna know. I'm gonna make it real plain for you. So y'all ain't gotta be confused about it. I'm gonna go young Pharaoh on y'all ass. But just know, them churn straight. Them churn straight. And until then, I don't care. I don't talk about it. I'm saying everything I want to say. Angels, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, and witches, healers, walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna stop throwing my horns. That's how I'm gonna let you know. I'm just all of a sudden I ain't gonna do this, There will be signs. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. The most permeating message of today is, man, energy farming. You've heard, it's a popular thing. They got a little dance and doing like this. Aura farming. Aura farming has been happening long before the term aura farming became a household thing. They're at one point in time, your aura was being farmed, and I guess another way to say it is easily distracted so much so that you're giving energy to things that don't really add value to your purpose and your plan. So distracted by your best friend beef. Now you over here beefing with somebody and that ain't even got nothing to do with you. Your best friend was into it with them people. Next thing you know, you in the parish preaching, right? It's those types of situations and circumstances. Never really had anything to do with you. Now you online arguing about Beyonce and Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj. Like, what the fuck? Why am I even here? How did I get here? Right? Aura farming. All that shit is aura farming. Every time you scroll and you see some headline and then you click on it and it's not what the headline said, aura farming is this type of energy. So at this point in time, your most powerful tool is to be very selective what you give your energy to. You need to see your energy as a resource, like you see your dollars, and you need to budget that shit. That's what's been the most permanent message today. Heavy on, they want to see you react. Ever since I first came live, the deck came out of my hand. It's like they want to see you react. They want a reaction out of you. That's what I'm tapped into. This persona, they think it's a persona. They think that it's a character. They think that it's a character that you made. They think it's a character that you made, that it's a mask that'll come off. And they're constantly trying to, pull at your energy to see if they can pull out some aspect of yourself that they have in their self said that's there. Because they can't be that high vibrational, you can't either. That's what this feels like. So constantly negging is the word to get a reaction out of you, because they feel like you fake too. Twin flame energies out here. The truth of the matter is, and the reason why the experience is because you showing them something. Because in their mind, they done said it's not possible. So they're not even really trying. They wear a mask like many other people in their environment do. Here you are being that thing that they thought was impossible. And so it's just an energetic pull, an energetic calling for somebody really to begin to operate in their divine calling, something that they thought was impossible, until they ran into you. The word itself says, I'm possible. For a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carrot, impossible. wishes coming true. And so here you are, just doing what God is asking you to do, operating in your divine channel, only staying focused on what God is asking you to focus on, and it's like your wishes come true. This person thought that that was illusion, they thought the Bible. Have you ever seen something? I'm gonna give you a practical example. Have you ever seen something and you thought it was only on TV? Like, I'm from the deep south. I'm from 70805. Google it if you have to. And so when I first moved to Canada, I lived in Canada for a while. And when I first moved to Canada, they have lakes and they have like beautiful architecture around the lakes. They have totems and people, like families get together, mom, dad, son, daughter, and they ride their bike, the dog walking with them. Only see that shit on TV where I'm from. And where I'm from, you only see that shit on TV and you would think that it's not really real. That's what you represent. You represent this thing that somebody, based on how they grew up, based on where they from, they thought that shit wasn't real. They said, you can't have no faith in God. There ain't no such thing as spirituality. You know, no karma. There's no karma. They didn't believe any of that shit. Something, it was a genie on Aladdin. It was mystical. It was magical. It wasn't real. And here you are representing something that's real. Now they have to recognize and realize that if you are here and you say, well, I just give my attention and my energy to God and I just do what God wants me to do, and then all of this abundance comes through you, this person is realizing and recognizing that their toxic behaviors is the reason why their situation and circumstance is what it is. This is what I'm tapped into. A big look in the mirror and somebody having to realize what their behavior is going to get them. This is what I'm tapped into. Your most powerful path forward is to only continue to give energy to the things that God has assigned to you. A fair energy is out here with clarity because there are systems, there are like people are orchestrating situations. First of all, they want to say you a hoe. They want to say the position that you in you don't deserve. A fair energy is out here with clarity, or they want to say how people see you is not true. So you're angry. Like, let's say people think you're very happy, go lucky. Everybody is dualistic, dual nature, right? So what goes up must come down. Change is the only constant. But they're trying to make it seem like you're putting on a show rather than what you show people is being who you actually are. Passion, fiery desire, energy is out here, right? So like, this is what this makes me feel. You probably do get angry sometimes. Duh, you're a human being. But for the most part, you really have positive intentions on how you express that passion, that fire, and desire. Now, sometimes fire is hot and it burns, but for the most part, your intention is to be warming to the earth and not to cause any damage. This is what I'm tapped into. There's people that want to say all kind of things about you. You know, you was a bitch. They wanted to say that you were only in a certain position because of people who you knew or people who you was connected to. Some of you, they wanted to say you wasn't going to ever make it to a position because you didn't know nobody. You didn't have no family. Nobody had your back. All of these things, divine timing. And here you are at the right place at the right time, the white rabbit for somebody to see that when they trust in God, God makes things manifest and materialize right before people's eyes. This is what I'm tapped into. That's why they want a reaction out of you. They want a reaction out of you because you sitting there just being yourself represents cognizant dissonance. Everything that they thought was false, everything that they thought was a lie or was unreal, you in the flesh representing that. This is what I'm tapped into. Right, bro. At the end of the day, sip your tea and choose you. At the end of the day, sip your tea and choose you. Have you on a bunch of confused motherfuckers wondering why you're not confused. Have you on a bunch of confused motherfuckers wondering why you're not confused. Baby, ain't nobody got time for that. Today is going to be the day, okay? Let's do some elements. We're going to start off with Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, y'all. Today's the day. This is a day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Can I open this thing? I'm going to put it right here. Hey. I don't have no cigars. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius? What does Leo, Aries, Sagittarius need to know most to walk the highest path out here for the greatest good? The Sun card. I saw the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. It came out in your spread. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is, it's kind of been showing up all day, but something is going to be revealed today. Something is going to be exposed today. Somebody's treachery, somebody's, like, the reason why your spotty senses has been tingling in regards to someone or something. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius is going to be exposed today. Somebody being money hungry, only wanting you for what you have to offer. Maybe even like, I'm no longer investing in this thing. I don't want this thing anymore. That type of energy. 1010 angel number, Wheel of Fortune energy is out here. Something is being revealed today. It has something to do with someone benefiting from causing stagnancy in your life. Probably somebody that you can trust, but it's being exposed. 22 angel number, and it's giving you choices. It's giving you the ability to, without remorse and without regret and without guilt, to be able to choose you. That's what this feels like. Give me one more card to put in the middle. 10 of Wands, 10 angel number, 22 angel number. To me, it feels like you need to, but you don't want to. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. An opportunity, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, Sun card. When everything is all said and done, for you to be able to make a decision to put yourself, turn the wheel in your favor, right? But there's stagnancy here. It's like Stockholm syndrome, because it's the idea of, if a mother or a father is toxic, how the child is still going to want to protect the mother or the father, even if they just was doing them horribly, even if they were just abusing them, right? They still got that love, or that. That's how this feels to me. King of Pentacles energy is out here. Fatherly figure or fatherly energy, patronly energy. Strength card with the Ace of Pentacles. It's not going to be easy, this choice that you have to make, but something is going to be revealed. It's going to be revealed to you, somebody's treachery, somebody's benefit, like somebody benefiting from you being in a precarious predicament, like you being in, having problems. You having problems benefit this person. They may lie on you. This could also be like at work. It'll be the energy of somebody getting you to do a job that's not really your responsibility. And then when you aren't where you're supposed to be, they say they don't know where you are. When they told you to go do something, right? It's that type of energy. 10 angel number, Wheel of Fortune. But it just like, let's use that scenario as an example. Now the manager is asking you, where have you been? Why aren't you here? You were doing what this other colleague told you to do. Do you snitch? Do you snitch, or do you protect this colleague? And when you're young like that, you might want to protect your colleague because you want to be accepted or you want to be appreciated. But you should be making decisions that put you in a position of power. Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles. Something is being revealed. And it's going to be uncomfortable. It's not going to be what you would prefer. But you need to make the best decision for you. Be careful of this like underlying undercurrent that you have to tend to play the back. Like that's what a lot is. Like you tend to put yourself in the like in the secondary role. You tend to give somebody else the charge or the lead, so to say. You push other people out in the front, and this time it's time for you to be out in the front. King of Pentacles, Strength card, Ace of Pentacles. This one's for you, kid. That's how this feels. 8 of Wands energy is out with the Queen of Swords. An opportunity for you to show how you think or your mind. Express yourself. The Lover's card. Express the divine flowing through you. 3 of Cups energy is out here. Something that you've been asking for a long time. Emperor card with the Hierophant and the Fool card. 9 of Cups. But you tend to be non-confrontational, could be a word. Or like it's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, where you don't want to argue or fight or compete. And if you're going to make it to this Emperor position that's in this deck right here, then you have to put yourself out there. That's what this looks like. You're not competing with the person to your left or to your right. You're competing with yourself to be the greatest. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Be careful. I want to say that the most important message is that why are you giving other people the power? Why are you giving other people the glory? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, what is this thing that's coming up in your energy where you don't want to shine your light as bright as it can shine? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Whoa, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh yeah. And the idea of people wanting you to dim your shit, or people making you feel like you letting your light shine is cringe. All the people who feel like you letting your light shine is cringe need to get the fuck away from you. Ever grateful for the opportunity. Every last person who has a problem with you expressing your most authentic self, that's a sign from God that they need to get the fuck away from you. Why is there resistance to that? You can continue to be who you are and they can move around. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Queen of Swords energy is out here. The Queen of Swords has a lot of information, but she doesn't tell everybody. She is like the biggest obstacle that you're going to face at this time, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, is like letting your mouth overrun your ass. Like, know something, use the information so that it can empower you, but it's like you're quick to share or give away information that's meant to catapult you into positions of power. You know, shh, be quiet. Three of Cups energy is out here with the Emperor card, right? What I really feel is like the reason why you don't have a problem telling other people the plans that you're using to build whatever you're building or the recipe that you're using to cook is because they could never make your sauce like you make your sauce. You can write it down for them and they still won't do it like you. But it's like it's still this energy of shh. The Queen of Swords don't tell nobody what she got going on. Period. Emperor card energy is out here. Three of Cups. It makes something that would have been sacred or special just for you, something that other people feel like they have access to. You'll be letting these people think that they on your level a lot of times. People don't like to acknowledge and admit that they've got information from you, that they wouldn't be in a position that they are in, or that they're accessing had they not heard you say something. And so it's like this opportunity where things are being exposed. So if there's a lot of people biting off of you, see what they come up with. See what type of dishes they cook if they don't have your recipe. That's what I'm tapped into. King of Cups energy is out here with the Ace of Cups. There's a lot of motherfuckers that want to like be on your level is what it feels like to me. I don't know why I feel like I want to say that quietly. It's a lot of people that want to be on your level. But I don't know why. Why we gonna shut up when we say that? These hoes ain't on your level. They wouldn't know what the fuck they know if you didn't tell them what the fuck you told them. Three of Cups with the Ace of Cups, Four of Cups. If you wasn't so freely giving with what you have, Emperor card energy is out here. And if you have a problem around that, 3, 4, 5 Cups energy is out here. Let them see what it feel like when you don't tell them what you've been telling them all this time. And if they such a straight A student and they don't need you to pass, what it look like when you don't give them the answers. Eight of Swords energy is out here. That's your most powerful path forward. Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords. Two things gonna happen. You gonna recognize and realize your power and your prowess, and you gonna recognize that people ain't really your friend. That's what this is. You want me to be quiet? Shh. Hell no. They ass wouldn't be able to do it if you wouldn't tell them. And you need to know it more than they do. Ace of Wands energy is out here with the Emperor card. You giving them the answers. You giving them the answers, then they got the motherfucking audacity to poke their chest out. Well, what happened when you don't give them the answers? Not poke your chest out, bitch. Yeah, that's going to be your most powerful path forward. What happens when you don't give them the answers? Then you can really see their truth. Ever grateful for the opportunity, and Five of Cups already out here, and other people too. Because it's heavy on motherfuckers trying to act like it's okay. If you don't have any problem with them being in the same position as you, cool. But they gonna sit up there and act like they would be in that position without you. What happens when you don't give them the answer? What happens when you don't give them the pass? What happens when you don't validate their parking? Then they gotta pay, right? That's what's coming out today. People's truth, people authenticity. Do you really deserve to be in this spot? Or this whole time have you been getting your answers from a divine one? What happens when you call into work? When you call into work, you go back the next day, it's like it's double the workload. Because they can't do shit when you ain't there. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps you call into work. You think when I go back tomorrow, it's going to be a regular work day. All of a sudden, it's double the workload. Nothing got done when you weren't there because they can't do shit when you ain't there. Everything was filed and stacked neatly for your arrival because they was waiting on your instructions. But they don't need you? The fuck? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift? I always hope I'm saying something that helps. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. Let's go, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What's the most important message? Iron sharpens iron at this time. 5 of Wands, 10 swords. Girl. Let me just breathe. Because I don't have nothing to smoke, so let me just practice my breath work or something. Put some chapstick on or something there. What y'all do at work when you need a moment? You can't smoke. What you do? You just go outside and... Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ten of Swords is you shouldn't have been. I don't know why you over there messing with the people. Ten of Swords is the sun in Gemini. A lot of sun energy showing up just across the collective. Sun has to do with realizations and revelations. Oh, I get it now. Ten of Swords, Five of Wands. Ten of Swords, like you're seeing and you're recognizing that it's always been a plex or it's always been a fight. You're recognizing and realizing somebody's true feelings. It's like not knowing when people like you or not. Like not knowing how to be able to tell what type of attention is positive attention. Like you could have grown up in a household where there was a lot of negative reinforcement, right? So like fussing or cussing or whoopings or something like that. And so now you're grown up and it's hard for you to be able to tell when somebody really like you because a little smart aleck remark or a jab, that doesn't perturb you. That doesn't push you away because that was a normal in your household. That's what this feels like. You feel like I'm talking to somebody. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces who can't tell when people really like them or don't like them because in your household, this type of communication or behavior was a normal thing. It was almost like everything was brushed under the rug. Nobody ever apologized. People just got over shit. So now you're in relationships with people that you might call friend, but it's nothing about it friendly. That's what this feels like. Six of Wands and it is out here. It's a lot about being kind of realizing 5, 10, 11, opening portals to realizing how a person's behavior has been showing you how they really feel for a long time. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a person's behavior has been showing you how they really feel for a long time. It's just that behavior had been so normal to you that you didn't see it as a problem. That's what this feels like to me. Knight of Cups energy is out here. Like you don't know when to turn around. You don't know, you don't recognize when you're being teased. You don't know when to back, Four of Cups energy, withdraw your energy. Attention, Six of Wands energy is out here. It's like all attention is equated as some type of admiration or like affection. And all attention is not admiration and affection. And you're learning that. Magician card energy is out here. It's people that fuck with you, that just fuck with you because of the benefit that come with you. They really don't fuck with you and you're starting to recognize that. You're starting to see that somebody's behavior has always been showing this. Right? They've always been the person who put the funny note on your back and say, oh, you can't take a joke. They hide their truth about how they feel about you in their jokes, and the truth about how they feel about you is that they jealous. The letter J showing up significantly. Five of Cups energy is out with the Knight of Cups. That's 4 with the 5 of Cups is 9 of Cups. Jealous at your freedom. Jealous at your personal power. Jealous at 9 of Wands. 999 angel number. Jealous at your ability to do things where they might need support or where they might need the recipe from somebody else. You can cook on your own. You can cook from scratch. This person is jealous that where you can cook from scratch, they got to get the recipe from somebody else. And now you realizing and recognizing Emperor card, 9 of Wands, Magician card. You realizing and recognizing that 5 angel number, that this person been showing you something. 5599 angel number a long time. Showing you how they really feel, showing you what they really think about you, and disguising it as jokes and banter. This is what I'm tapped into, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And now, they never gonna go away. They not gonna go away. As long as you allow them in your energy, as long as you allow them in your life, they will invite themselves. You don't got to call them and ask them to come over there. Call them and say, hey, I'm finna get ready to come over there. It's until you set those boundaries and be firm and say, no, I don't want this. It's until you set those boundaries and be firm and say, no, hell no, I don't want no company. Don't thank you. You really start backing off for a motherfucker that you can have your peace back. They're never going to leave you alone because it benefits them. It benefits them to be connected to you. And it's been this way for a long time. You just awakening to the truth. They've been all the years since y'all was 9 years old. Some of y'all since you was 5, 6 years old, 6, 9, coming up significantly. This person been doing this and they don't plan on stopping. You just realizing. They been jealous of you. They jealous of how your mama took care of you. They jealous of the position that you in to be able to take care of yourself now. They've always been jealous. And you'll be realizing that today. Today, the sun is shining. And a lot of shit that was done in the dark is coming to light. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see us walk. The highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message? Forget shit, not you. 4 swords with the 3 of swords and 7 swords. You say you ain't got time for the bullshit. Like, I see you kind of retreating. I see you going into your safe space. I see you, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, not giving any attention to the dumb shit today. 7 of swords, but 4 plus 3 swords, 3 of swords in reverse. If it's about paper, if it's about peace, if it's about prospering, if it's about purpose, you got some time for that. All the rest of the bullshit, you leave it in the inbox. You send it in an email. Talk to me another day, basically, because you can't talk to me about it today. Really, really, really align with your divine assignment and kind of able to see like Cupid's arrow being shot down to point you in the direction that you need to go. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo today, if you know them, don't bring no bullshit by their way. Any Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo that you know today, don't bring no bullshit over there. They choosing their peace. I'm letting you know now. The King of Cups energy is out here. Look. Far, far away. God, dear God, make me a bird so I can fall far away from here. Just really, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, today is going to be a day where you decide to emotionally disconnect. I really feel like today you're going to see where people are expecting you to catch on to their frequency, match their vibe. So if they're very frantic or worried, they want you to be worried. If they're very anxious, they expect you to be anxious. I don't see you matching anybody's energy today. I really see you setting the tone. Ace of Cups energy is out here. The Love is the card. Choosing your peace. Anything that takes you away from your peace is going to be a problem. High Priestess energy is out here with the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. If I could pick, today I would be a Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Because you choosing your peace. It's not that you aren't distracted. It's just that the revelations that other people are just awakening to, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo already knew. the revelations that other people having throughout the day, like, oh, I didn't know you didn't have my back, or I didn't know you was like that, or whatever it is like that. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo was waiting for y'all to find out. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and so they choosing their peace. Many people gonna be calling in to work today, or like if you know, not that you're not doing anything, you might go to the park. You're really separating yourself from the drama at this time. Now you done pick that shit up from your mama. Now I ain't fit to break now. Fingernail going oops upside your head. You ain't finna break now. Fingernail going oops upside your head. So I love you, baby, but not like that. It's this type of energy. Nine of Swords energy is out here. You saw this shit coming a mile away. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo saw this shit coming a mile away, and you probably tried to warn people, and probably tried to let people know, and probably tried to say, hey, this is what's going to happen, this is where you're going. 999 angel number. Today is the day that the shit hits the fan, and I got a special feeling that a lot of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgos choosing their peace. If you got some PTO, if you got some extra things that you need to do, yeah, look, Empress energy shit. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo say, I told you, bitch. Everybody else like, what the fuck? This bitch lied to me. They cheated on me. They was plotting on me. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo say, I told you. I told you motherfuckers was plotting on you. I told you. I told you. I showed you the evidence. I told you. You didn't believe me. So you really like choosing your piece today, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. If I could pick, I would be a Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo today for sure. Like, calling in, I ain't going. Not for the bullshit. Full moon energy. You still under the energy of the full moon, and more drama happens during the full moon than anything else. Somebody was doing some weak ass magic on the full moon, and that shit finna flip and turn around so fucking fast and blow up in their motherfucking face. The candle might have blew up. That shit finna blow up in their fucking face so fucking fast. They should have did that shit on the new moon or something. Perfect moments. The most beautiful energy that's happening today is you won't be able to unsee. They'll be just fine. They will. You're not going to be able to unsee what is being revealed to you at this time. Your most powerful tool is truth. These witches and these warlocks are trying to use guilt and shame to put you in bondage. How you gonna feel guilty or shameful about something that you already exposed? That's the beauty of now. Everything is coming out. Everything's out in the open. Everything is out in the open at this time. Be open to reflect and changing. And the more open you are to expressing your truth and being like, that was what I went through. That's no longer who I am. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of the situations I've overcome. The more powerful you're going to be. But there is a way. What does it say? There's always a way. And I really feel like Divine One, is your way is going to be through exposure of the truth. Good, bad, and ugly. You know, many people are about to be released from bondage because the truth is being revealed. And when you feel like you should be hiding your face, you're going to recognize and realize that people have been siphoning your energy a long time, and you are very empowered. This is what I tapped into. Fighting spirit energy is out here with hope is on the horizon. The sun is coming out, and the truth is being told under this full moon energy, and it's working for you. Sacrifice is hidden in plain sight. What you're going to find is that even though people were trying to misuse you and manipulate you, you have been in a type of training school. In the perfect spiritual warfare that has prepped you and prepared you for the position of purpose and power that you're moving to. Joseph and the Coat of Many Colors is a Bible story that I often reference because he was sold into slavery. He was in the prisons. He was like a butler to somebody. He went back to prison. All of that work that he was doing during those times was preparing him for his role to be in second hand to the king. And this is what I'm tapping into. You're going to be released from lies. Revelations are going to be had. People are going to bring up your past. And that's going to put you in a perfect position to take action on curating your future. I really, really love this. I really... and how you got to this position is budgeting your fucks. No longer investing in things that were not reciprocating to you. I am so excited to see what our nightcap looks like tonight. I am so excited to see what our nightcap looks like tonight. I hope I see you there for our nightcap sometime between 9 and 11. 10. We're going to make it 10 because we came on around 10 this morning. So 10 to 10, I hope I see you tonight around 10. As a reminder, my intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. If you're ever interested in getting a private reading, you can check out the website. It's www.tarotondex.com. You can also use the linktree /tarotondex. And I'm grateful for you. And I appreciate every opportunity that you give me to share this gift. I hope you're prepared to go out and, tap into the energies that are present. More than anything, what I feel is like your gifts, your talents, your third eye is being opened, and you're going to see the truth as it is. And the biggest thing that you'll face is like, don't deny it. Don't make excuses for it. I am grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. And until we meet again, be powerful on purpose. Wholeness. Infinite waters flowing through you.